And Rod, it is Thursday, March 23rd, 2023, here with your live show. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year, no excuses. We just keep showing up, offend some people along the way. Happens. I got another person that won't watch me on YouTube anymore. I lost my parlay yesterday on my YouTube video, so I said we lost a subscriber, Chris. Lost one.
How dare you?
I lost my parlay. So he's never listening to. So I never listens to other people because I lost a parlay, and we lost a subscriber as well. So it happened. Son of a bitch. Well, it's like, this is always the weird part of March Madness, right? You're like so high for that opening round of the tournament, in that opening weekend, and then they take these days off, and you're kind of like, whew, it's hard to get fired back up again, right? For this,
the first couple of days, you go through withdrawals. You're going through withdrawals. You're like, oh, where's the basketball? What's going on? I'm missing it. And then by day 3, 4, you're like, okay, I think it's come to reality that it's not here yet. You gotta wait, and then to get back up, it's like, oh, it's back, yeah. So this is a weird lull in the middle, definitely.
Yeah, it's weird. And it's like, you have these games like last night's games, and so how about this, man? The Mavericks line up on the wrong side of the court to inbound the ball. The referee is down at that end of the court, and they give the ball to the Warriors at the other end of the court, and he slam dunks it. Not a Maverick on that even side of the court, or even close. As far away as you could possibly be from the basket on the other side. The refs don't say a word to these guys. They see them lined up down there. What do you think?
They just laugh. Well, it's not the ref's fault.
Why isn't it the ref's fault? They ruled Mavericks' ball. The ruling was Mavericks' ball.
Apparently, they went to like the screen in between the timeout or whatever, and they, from what I read, clearly reversed the call.
Yeah. Oh, no. It was definitely Warriors' ball. I don't think anyone's contesting that. But did they tell the Mavericks?
I don't know.
It doesn't look like it because there's a referee standing on the other end of the court.
Yeah.
See, that's the issue, right? Is that there's a referee standing down there too. Now, so there's a 2-point just, slam dunk, uncontested as it could possibly be. Basically like a technical free throw, but really a technical slam dunk, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it is really what that is. And it ends up being, of all things, a 2-point game. I don't know, man. It's like there have been protests that have held up in the history of the NBA. I think this one has a shot.
I think the last one was 2008.
Yeah, I think it has a shot. I think this one has a shot.
Ironically enough, I think it was the Mavericks that had the last protest too, even the one that didn't succeed. But yeah, they got it great.
Crazy, right?
I'm not sad about it right now because it just means my Warriors came in yesterday.
So in hockey, we talked about 2 really long trends yesterday on the show also, and they both hit again. It's the Jets losing as puck line favorites and the Capitals losing as home puck line favorites. Both those streaks continue to roll on, and both of them hit yesterday and both have a shot again because they're both in that same situation again. Is that redundant there? Same situation again. In the same situation.
Well, they played Tuesday.
But the same situation again, saying the same thing twice?
No.
Am I Johnny 2 Times from Goodfellas? Take the papers. Take the papers. The papers.
I get what you mean, but I don't think it is redundant because they are technically in the exact same situation again that they were previously. So technically,
the exact same situation, and then say again. Yes. So if it's the exact same situation, again, I don't know.
Or you could be referencing a past situation, and it's 11:15 a.m. I can't process this right now.
All right.
The steam is coming out of this here.
Broadcasted on Facebook today. We haven't done that in a while. Some of our worst trolls are on Facebook. It's where Joe Thiebaud lives.
Under the bridge.
Under the bridge. How about that guy like from that Facebook group that just like railroaded his ass? That was the best. He created the whole like channel just to like railroad Thiebaud. He has like all those shitty recordings that piece of garbage sends out to everybody. Like, you know, and I love the way that the Thiebaud, the recordings that he sends, I love how they're one-sided. Like he sends them and blocks you. There's no rebuttal. It's like, I am God. This is my spewing.
But didn't the guy call him Pizza Boy or something?
Yeah, he calls him Pizza Boy. Thiebaud. A jerk face. The
That's
jerk
awesome.
store called. Mitch is a bad person. This guy knows me from nothing. You know, Mitch is a bad person. The bad person. He has to. He has got to bug everybody, you know, except his own YouTube channel, right? Except his own channel. It's like, why don't you start your own channel and spew, you know, instead of just pushing your garbage on everybody else, being this harassing clown that you are. I mean, he's just a terrorist, right? I mean, that's all he really is. He's just a terrorist, uninvited. Spewing and downloading of lies and garbage. That's what he is.
Right.
He's the garbage man.
He's the garbage man.
Next time he sends anything to any of you guys, let's sure we save it so we can play it on the show. Because when he sent it to Bitler and I played it on the show, he threw a nutty because he's like, that was between me and you. It was like, I never initiated this conversation nor engaged in it. So what do you mean it's between me and you? It's like, there's no between me and you when you send a message and block me. That's you. Jerk face. Right. It's like, I mean, this guy is so whacked in his values, but out on Facebook, I'm sure we're gonna hear from him. Like he knows me or something, you know? He knows nothing. Don't think about nothing. Douchebag. I think what we should do is put a picture of him. If he does contact us, we'll just take his picture. We'll put it up right in here in the corner, like above me, and just write douchebag under it. And we'll play his recordings, you know, every show.
Do not serve this person.
Do not serve this person. Do not at the pharmacy. All right, let's talk some NHL. Man, it's like, yes, there will be picks. I have so many people that are like, oh yeah, where does this guy live? It's like, now he starts saying that, man. Like, don't worry, he can take care of this for you. I'm like, I don't think so. Flyers against the Timberwolves. The Smudge. The Smudge might as well be the Timberwolves.
That'll be an interesting matchup.
That would be an interesting game, yeah, definitely. Flyers.
5-hole, baby.
Rudy Gobert.
What do you mean? I have to play basketball all night.
I would have like Towns as the goalie, you know? It's like 5-hole.
Nah, you couldn't. That calf issue would flare up again.
Got Bruins against the Canadiens. Les Habs. I know you know English.
Les Habitants.
I know you know English. How many games are there here so I know how to divide them up? 12. All right, so we'll do 4. Hurricane versus the Rangers. Is this the rematch? Didn't these guys just play?
Yep.
And then Ottawa against the Lightning. Chris, you're first. It's bad today, man. Bad. You harasses women and children. Yet no documentation of this, right? Just zero documentation of it, right? Zero proof, zero anything except for his dream in his mind. It's like Nacho Libre creating Encarnacion in the wilderness. I wrote this in the wilderness in my mind.
In my mind.
I love that. Love
Now
that
the
bit.
now the Encarnacion song is going to be stuck in my head.
But you know when he says that in the movie, he's like, "I wrote this when I was in the wilderness, in my mind."
Oh, all right. Well, I'll
Get that corn
I'll
out of
lead-
my face.
I'll take the Minnesota Wild against the Flyers. You just have two teams headed in different directions, two teams with different motivation levels at this point. Minnesota still pushing for the division title in the Central. You know, Philadelphia just playing out the string at this point, and Minnesota, you know, whoever they got going in goal right now is just a lot more consistent than Carter Hart's, or even Felix Sandstrom. They're talented goaltenders for Philly, but just haven't been able to produce the results that Minnesota has. I think Minnesota better team here. We're getting a decent price with them, only laying $1.45. So give me the Minnesota Wild here.
I ate some leaves. I ate some grass. I used my hands to wipe my tears. Rod.
Never been stuck that bad. That's why I have socks.
No, I use my hand to wipe my tears. That's what he says.
You wipe your tears, yeah.
I use my hands to wipe my tears. Encarnacion.
Yeah.
For me, in these games, we're going to go to Ottawa and Tampa Bay. I like the over here. I think goals come early and often. You look at this Ottawa team, and they're definitely hemorrhaging goals. So is this Tampa Bay Lightning team. Both of them giving up over 3 goals a game. You look at Ottawa giving up 5 goals to Leaf, 5 to Colorado, 6 to Edmonton, 5 to Calgary, 5 to Vancouver. And Tampa Bay, same thing. They've been giving up goals. They have 3 to Montreal, 5 to Jersey. They've been scoring goals themselves as well. 5, 4, 4. Take the over. Goals come early and often. We get 7, 8 goals.
All right. What was I going to say? Chris, who'd you pick? Because I was too into the bit. I missed it.
I took the Minnesota Wild.
All right, so I guess the Hurricane Rangers is my game. I'm going to go with the Rangers here on the puck line. It's a big price. I don't care. Just throw it in your parlay. Of course, those of you that will bet my parlays didn't unsubscribe because I lost one. 20 and 14 on the road on the puck line. 28, 5 and 1 straight up on the road. So really a lot of value here on the Rangers overall. But Hurricane playing some pretty sharp hockey right now. Sharp play. What do they call it? Sharp play?
Yeah.
Sharp.
Play?
Battling for the division.
They're really skating well.
Skating.
Panthers against the Maple Leafs. We got the Red Wings against the Blues. The Capitals, oh boy, against the Blackhawks. And the Preds against the Kraken. Rod, it's all you.
Well, for me in this one, we're going to go with I'm going to take Seattle here against Nashville. You look at this Kraken team, and definitely been the team on the road this season. 23-9 on the road, 24-11 to that puck line. So you might want to sprinkle a little on the puck line. I think they handle Nashville very easily. Nashville only 14-19 to that puck line. And Seattle's just playing a way better hockey. Kraken over Nashville.
Taking the Blackhawks on the puck line. Capitals 0-11 or 0-12 as home favorites on the puck line. Gonna ride this baby till the wheels fall off. I've been on this trend on my 7 free picks since it was 4-0. Since it was 0-4. I'm going all, and we're all the way into double digits now. No reason to get off this train. It's a cash train, and it's still paying. You don't have to pay up anything on this thing. I graciously accept your offer. I will take the Blackhawks. Puck line. Chris?
I'm going to take the St. Louis Blues. I looked at that game, said, against the Red Wings, whoever was giving me plus money, I was going to take it. And I think the Blues playing the better hockey right now, despite Detroit winning the first meeting. They're 0-7 their last 7 following a win in an overtime or a shootout. St. Louis Blues, they've started to find something with Joel Hofer. He's a young goaltender that they brought up, and I think they're going to give him another shot here, just sort of see what they have going forward for the future. I think St. Louis gets their revenge here. We're getting some decent value with them at plus money to do so. So give me the St. Louis Blues in this one.
We're really getting some mileage on this Facebook today. We've got 2 viewers on our sports chat channel and 1 viewer on our Pick Dogs page. That is, we're doing the deal, as they say.
I don't think you've opened Facebook in a year.
Oh, I'm never on Facebook.
I'm just saying, it's been well over a year.
Facebook is like someone calls someone a bitch in our group, and it's like, oh my God, it's like a violation of all violations. And it's like someone like threatens to come to your house and blow it up. It's not against our policy. It's like
that doesn't
matter with you people, man. They got a bunch of
that
jerks,
go against
man.
our community guidelines.
Facebook's a fucking joke, man. It is a joke. A piece of garbage company, Meta, Facebook. Seriously, man. Old people. It's like, I've never seen a more ridiculous policies than Facebook. What a company with their head up their ass. You guys can make sure to run some commercials. Anyways. Got the... Well, what happened? I lost this. We're naked.
Well,
I lost my pants. I feel better.
I thought it was on a trip.
Some flashbacks again. It was like, holy, here it comes.
I rearranged my set a little bit. I'm getting a little crowded back here on my shelf. Getting a little crowded. So I'm trying to put all my rock stars together over here. But I got the Hanson brothers. So I got to figure out a spot for them. I'm trying to figure out, like, can you see them if I move them down? I guess you can. So maybe I'll move the Stones where the Hanson brothers are. Move the Hanson brothers down here next to the Beatles and the Colonel.
The Colonel. They like chicken.
So I got Rush, Metallica, Angus, all here. This is our heavy metal section. Canadian heavy metal, non-Canadian heavy metal. Oh, that's your Canadian heavy metal section. Yes, that would be Rush. Rod's like, that's the good one. Like the chocolate.
It is.
Not like that American heavy metal. Star versus Pens. Let's see. We haven't covered women's college basketball all season long, right? We haven't covered it, not a stitch, all season long. So we're going to just act like we're experts here and start giving out picks. Who's in it? Miami is still in it?
Yeah, they beat Indiana.
I like Miami. I'll give out Miami. I couldn't tell you even when they're playing or who's on the team.
I think it's North. I think the Wolfpack, North Carolina. I think they won last year with the women's college basketball. I think they win again. They're just too strong.
Strong.
Beasts.
Strong. I thought South
Very
Carolina.
strong. Maybe it was South Carolina. Was it South Carolina?
It was one of those.
One of those. It was one of those. It's either North Carolina, South Carolina. But they won last year, and they just the money was like, you could tell it was like negative minus 180 or something for them to win it all over again. So, but no, I haven't watched the game either, so I'm not as
All right.
professional on that.
Normally, Rod's good at jumping on a bandwagon for any sport. So. Rod will start giving out some ladies' tennis picks. I've seen it on Twitter. I've seen it on Twitter because of his long tennis career. It's a hobby of his.
Definitely.
What's up with the pickleball, man? Everyone's playing pickleball.
Everybody's playing pickleball.
Everyone's playing, man, except for me. It's like everyone's driving a golf cart and playing pickleball, man. It's like I ain't doing any of that stuff. Dallas Star versus the Penguins. The Flames against the Knights. The Golden Knights to you. Vegas, baby. Vancouver versus the Sharks. And Anaheim versus the Jets. Jets. Chris.
That's you.
Oh, Ducks all day and twice on Thursday. Gonna ride that same trend till the wheels fall off. The Jets as puck line favorites, 0-11, or are they 0-12 at this point? Something like that. 0-12. I'm gonna take the Ducks to make it the Baker's dozen for the Jets on that trend.
Someone's got to give on that trend.
It's almost too easy. That in Vegas, parlay them
because the Ducks are lost 11 straight as home underdogs.
So what?
So it's
they don't have to win. They don't have to win.
They don't have to win.
I was going to say Winnipeg by 1.
They just watch Jets by 1.
That -2.
But your better play is to take the Ducks plus the 1.5 because you don't want to play the -2.
I can't. Stephen Kroll says thanks for being you, but I can't be me because I have to be who Joe Thiebaud wants me to be. It's like I would just love to see his substance behind his claims. You know, I mean, eventually I just have to sue him, right? And what would I get? His medication,
$5 in a Domino's coupon.
His unused medication,
and a new collection of wife beaters. Yay!
Yeah,
sweat
like,
stays included.
Oh, the shoes that he videos,
and the coffee table.
What a coward that guy is.
Table, yeah, that coffee table.
Oh God, full of the meds.
Full of the meds. Yeah.
Or you just say the coffee table, nothing removed, and then it's like you don't even have to throw that in there. Save yourself on lawyer fees. You don't have to waste the time.
How about the big headphones that he wears?
Oh yeah.
Who's up?
All right. Well, for me here, I'm going to go with the over between the Penguins and the Stars. The Penguins onto their backup goalie on the back-to-back here. They looked good against Colorado yesterday, but now you turn to Casey DeSmith, who's been the backup this season for a reason. Dallas, on the other hand, 10-1-1 to the over in their last 12. Playing a bunch of high-scoring games lately. I think this game is no different. I could easily see 5-4 or 6-5 here. So I'm going to go with the over between the Penguins and the Stars.
Watch any of the World Baseball Classic?
I did, a little bit.
But did you find it riveting? I didn't watch it.
I liked it.
I didn't watch one pitch.
I liked it better than I thought I would.
I didn't watch one pitch. How about you, Rod?
I watched the last final game. I watched the
jumped on the bandwagon for USA.
I jumped on the bandwagon and I took Japan plus 1.5 right on the very end.
Go Japan! Rod,
I did. I was like, go Japan!
What's that song? What's that song,
Japan?
Chris? I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so.
I really think
I thought you were going to go big in Japan for sure.
I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so.
I wonder why Rod sent me a message. Rod sends me a message going Ichiban #1, and I was wondering what the hell is going on.
Great finish. Otani striking out his teammate.
Didn't see it.
Didn't see it.
Didn't see it.
I will say, Otani in that last at bat against Mike Trout threw some nasty pitches.
Nasty.
I got news for you.
Boy.
I've seen him throw those against the A's too.
I know.
I didn't watch a pitch, not even one pitch. Nothing.
And he jogged out every time. It was his turn, right? He jogged
So like
both
people
ways.
that like
It's my turn
saying
to
all this
bat.
stuff about like Japan has always had good players. The thing is that Ichiro was Japanese. In case you didn't know that.
Japanese.
Yeah, pretty good. But yeah, people are like, "Oh, it was such a great thing." I'm like, nobody watched. Like 7 million people watched. I'm like, that's the amount of people that watch us on YouTube in a month. Put it in perspective. You know what else is good? Temaki bar over at Aria. Over there, treat yourself. Get the 5 roll, plus add a lobster in there.
Plus add a lobster in there.
I'm
Get the
just
5 roll and throw a lobster in there.
Yeah, why not? Make it a 6.
Why not?
Make it a 6.
Yeah.
Rod, how do I call you? This is one of the questions. Here, give out your number right here, Rod. Here, we'll put it up on the screen. Like scroll. What time of night do you plan on calling? It depends. How do I call you? What kind of question could you possibly have for him? That you need to call him. This is what I'd love to see. How do I call this guy? How do I get in touch? I mean, because we can look this guy up. My guess he's not even a customer. It's like, how do I call you? Can I get some free unsolicited advice from you, Rod? I want some free betting advice at my convenience.
Not at your convenience. We've got enough free betting advice all around for everybody. Yeah, we give enough plays here. We've got every game covered with the puck dog videos. We even got a parlay.
But that doesn't cover it. How he wants to call you, Rod?
Well, if you got there's Messenger, see Facebook Messenger. I answer those during the day. I'm on Twitter. You can send a message there.
I just call.
I'm on TikTok. You can send a message there.
I love you.
Instagram.
I just call to say how much I care. I just call to say I love you. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
I definitely don't drink Tim Hortons coffee every day. That sounds garbage.
You're up, Rob. Your turn.
My turn?
It's taking us 40 minutes to get through this segment.
This is the longest hockey segment ever.
I digress. I got a little off topic. Didn't take much.
I'm going to take the over between the San Jose Sharks and the Vancouver Canucks. You look at this Sharks team, and it looks like Kaapo Kähkönen is going to get the start for the Sharks. He's been awful. He's given up a good 4 goals a game. And the Canucks definitely not no prize chicken on defense either. So I think we can get 10 goals in this one. They could get ugly real quick. Take the over. That's why it's up to 7. You could even see a 7.5 in that. Goals, oh plenty. With Kakapupuli in it, he's awful, man. Oof, I think he's the worst goalie in the league.
How do I call you at my convenience? How do I call you when I feel like it?
You can send a message on Messenger anytime, 24/7. It's right there. I'm not going to answer it 24/7, but it's definitely will be there.
No, he wants to call you.
Yeah, no. I have a tin can and a string. How close are you?
He wants to call you. It's to maybe do some heavy breathing in the phone or something. I'm not sure.
Lovely. I'm good without the heavy breathing.
Yeah, the one thing, like with everything being on call ID, it ruined my whole bit of calling people and hanging up.
Right. Because then they call you back. And I'm like, why did you call me? And you're like, oh.
I have to say, I have way more respect for prank callers than YouTube trolls. Way more respect than for the old school prank callers. I don't mean like the new prank callers, I mean the old school prank callers.
You could do it back then.
All right, let's move on. NBA, only 4 games today. I might be on the jam session either today or tomorrow. I got to see when Jay scheduled me.
I think he's open today.
I'm going to do tomorrow. It's a
Schedule.
bigger card tomorrow. Knicks and the Magic, the Nets and the Cavaliers, Pelicans and the Hornets, and the Clippers and the Thunder. Chris, yesterday we all had the Sixers. Like, we don't talk about what our plays are anymore or whatever, but we all had the Sixers. The line dropped like a rock, and they opened up 17-0. I mean, like 2 touchdowns and a field goal before the the Bulls even realized there was a game, and they never came close. They never reeled them in, never made a game of it, nothing. Have you ever seen? I mean, you don't see as many beatdowns like that in the NBA where it's just they get out to the big lead and then that's it. The game is over.
Yeah, wire to wire.
Why did the line drop so much? Rod usually knows this. He's all over the social media. No who? Because Maxey played and Embiid played. No Harden. We knew that. What was it? No what?
Yeah, I'll say that. Just Harden.
No
Harden, right? Everybody
really?
was all
that what it was?
Harden. Oh no.
Harden wow. 2-point drop on no Harden.
Yep.
Versus the Chicago Bulls.
Against the Bulls.
He was questionable, and then he downgraded.
At first he was questionable, and then they downgraded him to most likely out.
That's weird. It's so messed up, man.
NBA is good for that. They'll someone's going to be out. Quick.
I'm on the jam session tomorrow. 7 games, I think. Not 8 games, right? Maybe I should just do today. I'll just do today. I'll just do today. I'll tell Tom.
10 tomorrow.
There. I was telling. All right, there. I'm doing today. Anyways. Knicks, Magic. Nets, Cavs. Pelicans, Hornets. Man, I hate the Pelicans. Hate them. And the Clippers and Thunder buddies. Chris, what do you like?
I'm going to stick with the Cavs again. I mean, they looked really good in winning.
I'm going to interrupt you for a second. Okay. House of Clips wants to know if he's too late. I'm not sure if I'm late, but how about Utah Valley? I knew they were very good. Yeah, you're a day late. You're a full day late is what you are. A full day. We talked about that game yesterday. Yes, you're late. A full day. I mean, you can't be much more late than that. Though I did like Mayweather against McGregor in that match.
Well, you still take my action on it.
Am I too late for Utah Valley? I think so. All right, go ahead, Chris.
All right,
I'm starting to round into form.
There you go. Peak condition.
It's never a good thing. We have 0 people watching us on the Pick Dogs Facebook. Woo! And 1 on the Sports Chat Plays Facebook. It's a massive crowd.
Well, I'm going to stick with the Cleveland Cavaliers, laying 3.5, 4 points. The road teams won and covered both meetings this season. The Cavs were just looking like the better team. I think the honeymoon period for the Brooklyn Nets, winning all the games after the big trades mid-season, starting to wear off. I think the Cavaliers just a better team, playing well right now, playing like they want to lock up a top 4 spot in the East. And I think they get the job done here. I think they win this one by a similar margin. A similar score wouldn't surprise me either, like a 115-109 kind of game like we saw in the first meeting. So give me the Cleveland Cavaliers laying the points here.
And for me in these ones, I'll just take OKC again over the Clippers. They beat them outright 2 days ago, and I think they do it again. No Paul George for the Clippers in this one, and the line opens at 4.5 instead of what was it, 7.5 last time? That makes no sense to me. OKC is 4-1 straight up against the Clippers in the last 5 too. So Just take the Thunder buddies. Don't need those points. Take them on the money line. They outright them again.
I like the Hornets against the Pelicans. Zion Williamson cleared to play, but he won't play for another 2 weeks in typical Zion fashion.
That's what happened last time, and then he re-injured himself while he was like practicing.
Yeah,
Gibbled his knee.
well,
I think he was running to the buffet.
could have been. I'm taking the Hornets, though. I like the way the line's going up. Up and up and up. All right. We saved the best for last. March, it's madness. March Madness. NCAA tournament. We don't recap. We didn't say you can't recap or whatever. I thought you were saying that you gave out the pick or something, or that you knew they were going to win or whatever. I was just busting your chops. I don't care. You can talk about whatever the hell you want, just like we do. We've spent 4 shows talking about spaghetti.
It's cereal.
Rufus like wants to get back on the pasta topic again. He's like, well, the bucatini's got the little hole inside the spaghetti.
Yeah. Bucatini is a pro level pasta. I will not.
I'm in on the
I will not
bucatini.
dispute anybody on that.
Yeah, we're bucatini family. What's your brand of pasta? We use the Checo.
I like the Checo, but I've started to migrate towards Ita pasta,
What's that?
Canadian brand.
Canadian pasta better than the Italian pasta.
No, that. Okay, but hold on. I've started to actually do homemade noodles, like homemade pasta. Nothing
How many of
tops
those
that.
noodles actually make it into the water? Do you eat anything before you cook it?
Let's okay. Next question.
Let me taste it and see if it's okay.
Where'd it go? It's about texture.
Like these guys are gonna do a whole nother show on pasta. Like, no. It's like we'll have cut over for throwing noodles against the wall. That's not a noodle. That's farfalle. All right, we go to NCAA tournament. We know who's playing already. It is Kansas State, Michigan State, UConn against Arkansas, Tennessee versus Florida Atlantic, and UCLA versus Gonzaga. The only one of these that's played to form is that UCLA Gonzaga. All the rest of them busted up brackets. Rod, you're up first. He's talking to himself again.
I bet. Talk to myself.
There's only 2. You don't realize that there's only 2 brackets that have played out the form in the 2 games out of the whole entire Sweet 16 out of the 8 where it's played out the form, where it's like, if all the favorites won in advance, there's only 2. One today, one tomorrow. That's it. Got Texas Xavier and UCLA Gonzaga, and that's it. Everything else is,
It was a mix-up.
Party crashers.
Yeah. So for me, in these ones, I'm going to go with the FAU. Give me the Owls. I've been riding the Owls all season long, and I'm not going to get off them here. You're going to give me 5.5 points in a game that I think comes right down to the wire. Who's got the ball last? I'll take that 5.5 points in my pocket. I know this Tennessee defense is strong. I lean to an under as well. But I think this FAU offense is too much. They keep it close, especially with that many points. I've seen Tennessee lay some eggs this season as well, so definitely sprinkle a little on the outright for the Owls on that one.
Seems to me in that game that after the way Tennessee beat Duke, Tennessee probably a very super public play out there. I don't know. I haven't looked at the percentages. It's not something I look at, but let's take a quick look at it because my guess is all of the money is on Tennessee. Like all of it. Like nobody is on Florida.
The way they played volleyball against Duke? Oof.
No, Rod, there's nobody. There's nobody. Not one person. Am I the only one? Am I the only one on Florida Atlantic? Yes. I checked with the books, and there's only one person across the board on Florida Atlantic. I love that. That's one of my favorite things. Am I the only one? Actually, Florida Atlantic is where it's at, is where the action is here. Yeah. It is. That's where the action is, all in Florida Atlantic. FAU is a small team. Got 33 wins. 33 against a team that lost to Vandy. Saw what happened to them last night against a team from the same conference. They got busted up. Crushed. Gave out that pick on the drive-through. Take the over in Arkansas, UConn. Too many good players. I could see some back and forth in that one. I think there'll be some good defense and stuff in that, but I could see some back and forth. Up the court, down the court action. I like the over. Arkansas, UConn, WPS. Learn that. Hashtag WPS, Rod. Chris?
I'll go with K-State plus the point against Michigan State. It's again, I know it's Tom Izzo in March, but I was really impressed with Kansas State and then the poise they showed. They weren't hitting many shots against Kentucky, but they never let Kentucky really get out that far in front. They made the shots late when they had to, and I think Kansas State probably going to have the two best players on the floor in Noel and Keontae Johnson. So I think Jerome Tang, he's got something here with this K-State team. I think the run continues. I'm going to go with Kansas State plus the point.
I read in a stupid YouTube comment that that they liked Michigan State because Kansas State got out-rebounded by Kentucky. It's like, so has everybody. It's like they have the best rebounder in the history of college basketball. In case this is what I love is that all of a sudden people fill out a bracket and they think they're college basketball experts, It's like, you guys have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, they're even like, they're even like kind of talking back to Romanelli on his picks. I mean, after the season that he had in that bank shot breakdowns, I mean, he had like weeks where he lost like one game. The dudes, bros,
dudes.
I got to talk to Mills, actually. Some MMA guy contacted me. I want to hear what he thought of him. Seemed like a nice guy. Wants us to sponsor him. I think I would do it if he was any good. Do we go for the patch on the pants, though? That's the one, right? Get the pick dog on there. That'd be cool, right? All right. That's the show. Parlay time. Anyone got anything they got to say as far as parlays go?
Yeah, I'll go with some of the plays we like from the betting tools. I'll go with the Pens Stars over. I'll go with the Ducks plus 1.5, and I'll go with the Blackhawks plus 1.5.
Steal my picks. Go ahead, Rod. Guess who's not going first anymore?
You're going last. You've been voted to go last every time. Going to take OKC money line. We're going to take the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Ottawa Senators over the total, and we're going to take FAU plus the points.
I'm going to go with Brooklyn Nets against the Cavaliers. And I'm going to go with the Blackhawks on the puck line and Coyotes on the puck line. I'm on the jam session today with Jay Briggs, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Be sure to tune in. My first late jam session appearance. These guys have both been on. You guys going to be on again, or are you just
Yeah,
figure
I was no.
Oh, you haven't been invited back.
A couple new
Is that
guys
what's
on
going on?
You know, you had a couple.
Sorry.
Couple new guys
I
this week.
didn't mean to bring it up.
Yeah, James Clark on. Yeah, Brad show up. So we had a couple new guys pop in there. So this week
It's good. No, this is what it's all about.
good to see. Yeah, exactly.
Good to see a good
to see
rotation
more
of
than
everybody in there.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be. I think Romanelli needs to get on there.
I vote he does too. Yeah.
Is that really Jay's page? I thought it was fake because of the PFP. That's Jay. It's Jay for sure.
That's Jay.
Yeah, that's Jay. He's got the stack.
Have a
of
little
cash.
wrench.
Stack of cash. Thanks everyone for joining us, except for Tebow. Have a great day. Make it a winner. I'll see you guys at 4 p.m. on the jam session.